261. Ladies and gentlemen, lot 261, a 1994 McLaren F1 LM specification, one of only two built to this specification, a 680 horsepower BMW V12, built to GTR spec, regularly serviced by McLaren Special Operations. Simply put, the finest imaginable iteration of an already perfect supercar. Please do note that for lot 261, an import duty of 2.5% of the purchase price is payable if the buyer is a U.S. resident, and due to California emissions, also, the buyer must be a dealer or out-of-state resident. Lot 261, once again, one of the finest iterations of an almost perfect, if not perfect, machine, the McLaren F1 LM specification.
Thank you very much, Alan. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start the bidding here with me. And we're going to open the bidding at $13 million. $13 million. The bid is at $13 million. We're starting at $13 million. Looking for 14. $13 million now. The bid is at $13 million. 40 million, thank you. I've boarded 40 million in. 40 million is ahead of you, 40 million. 50 million. 14.5, 15 is already with Ian, I'm sorry. 50 million is with Ian. I'll take 15.5 from you, Shelby. 50 million is the bid with Ian at 50 million. 50 million the bid with Ian at 50 million, I'll take 15.5. Against you as well now. 15.5, thank you. 15.5 will give me 16. 55 now, Shelby at 50,500,000 now. The bid is at 50,500,000 now, also against you, the bid with 15.5. 50,500,000 now, the bid is at 15.5. 60 million with Gord. 60 million now. $60 million now, the bid is at 16. 60 million now, looking for 65. Ian, thank you very much. 65 against you both now at 65. 60,500,000 now, the bid is at 60,500,000. At 60,500,000, we'll give you 17. 60,500,000 now, the bid is at 60,500,000, also in the room. 60,500,000. The bid is with Ian at 60,500,000. It's your bid, Ian, at 65. 60,500,000 now, the bid is at 65. At 60,500,000 now. Any advance at 60,500,000 now, the bid is at 65. 17 million with Gord. $17 million now, the bid is at 17. At 17 million. Any advance, Shelby. Ian. 17 million is against you. 17 million for the 1994 McLaren. 17.5, thank you very much. 17.5. Ian's bid at 17,500,000. At 17,500,000 now, against you both, gentlemen. 17.5. 17,500,000. Will give me 18. At 17,500,000 now, the bid is at 17.5. At $17,500,000, the bid is at 17,500,000 now. Ian's bid at 17,500,000. At 17,500,000 now. 17,500,000 now, looking for 18. 17,500,000. At 17,500,000 now. The bid is at 17,750. 17,750 for 17,750. 17,750. I'd like to see 18 million, please. 17 million. Can you give it 17,500,000 and 17,750 then? Board at 17,750 now. 17 million at 750 now. 17,750. 17 million at 750,000. 17,750,000. At 17,750,000. Thank you, 17 million, 18 million. 18 million now with Ken at 18 million now. Ken's bid is at 18 million. 18 million, the bid is with Ken at 18. 18 million against you, Board. I'll take 18,250,000. 18 million is with Ken at $18 million. $18 million now, the bid is at 18. $18 million now, the bid is at 18, and I'm selling at $18 million. at $18 million now. The bid is at 18. At $18 million now. At $18 million now. At $18 million now. Gord, are you still with me at 18? $18 million. Kent's bid at $18 million. At $18 million and selling at $18 million. And he advanced at 18. $18 million now. The bid is at $18 million. At $18 million now. $18 million now. 18 million, selling at 18 on my right to Kent to 18 million. And he advanced at 18 million. At $18 million now. $18 million. Who's giving me $18,250,000? 18 million is the bid. At $18 million now, and standing at 18. $18 million. And he advanced at 18 million, gentlemen. At $18 million. $18 million then. It's 18 million then. 18 million for the 1994 McLaren F1 at $18 million.
It was regularly serviced by McLaren Special Operations, faithfully serviced, comes from a very, very good home. This is one of the, if not most desirable, F1s.
Thank you very much. $18 million then. The bid is at 18. At $18 million. And he advanced at $18 million. At $18 million then. Going once at $18 million. Going twice, gentlemen, at $18 million. If we're all done, at $18 million. The gavel is up at $18 million. And I'm selling at $18 million. Fair warning at $18 million. At $18 million. $18 million. Well done. 6, 7, 3, 2.